So you can imagine someone talked about the green gram hair, and then someone else who had very little hair, or they had a very big forehead. So the hair starts at maybe at the middle. Another one like me who has a very low hairline, and then you are like they kept telling me your hair is almost getting to your eyes. Your eyebrows and the hair hakuna difference. So in kama and someone one time when I was young, they were like, by the way, you could be looking like, let me not use a statement that it was really demeaning. So that is where you could be coming from. So you have first acknowledged that, and you're like, so there are things in my life I need to change. And I can only change this by having a self-talk within self. Because I might not go back to those people. I might not go back to those other stages. But from here, I can do it. Team will say, Sawa, it is okay, I've got that job. Yes. And then you ask them, how much? 10,000. And you're like, and you're paying a house? So someone with high self-esteem will be able to say, I cannot take a 10, but I can take a 30. Because at 30, I'll be able to meet my basics. Because remember that they also need to do the self-love. They need to take care of themselves. You live in a nice place. So that is why, too, they are even able to be more productive than those with low self-esteem. So that person knows that I am capable of doing this. I know I'm an expert in it because I have built myself, because I even know my gifts, my talents, my strength. And so I think I am good. So when they have that confidence, even when they go for the interview, so someone might say they have very bloated esteem. They're feeling like they are the top. But then again, for them, it is about, I exactly know what I want. So they will take a job and be comfortable. In fact, they'll be less complain, because from the word go, I knew exactly what I wanted, because their self-esteem is high. It is the parents who have helped them. It is the people who are in their life as when they were teenagers, even as the high school teachers, who helped them build that. So and now they'll be comfortably be able to interact with people socially. Even at career-wise, they'll be able to know that this is exactly the career that I want. I'll not be forced by someone to do it. Because you know, where are we coming from as Generation X? We as parents, we are like, what I can provide for this child is what they're going to take as a career. But we see someone with high self-esteem, they'll be like, you know what? Fine, I have no problem with that career that you're suggesting. But I think I know I'm good in mathematics. I am good in music. I am good in this. I can do this. And because of that assertiveness, because of that confidence, that firmness that has come from high self-esteem, they'll be able to do it. They will excel in it. And they'll have a voice as a young adult. That is why you hear someone say that in this company we have, under 30, and I was ranked twice. 30, yes, 30, and you look at those, and when you hear about their family, where they came from childhood, there was growth in self-esteem. Yes. And sometimes it comes even from the academic, the way they are being told, the way they are being taught to. Even when sometimes they do, they don't perform very well, even in academics. Somebody sees if there was any little improvement in the grades, the person says, yes, probably you didn't get the A that I was looking for, but you did well. You improved from the marks that you had last time, probably a semester or a term. You have improved, and that still builds the self-esteem of this person, because they say, my progress, my improvement is being seen. And I see teachers, I'm not a teacher myself, there was a time they would say, best improved, best improved, improved, something like that. You can guide us better. But I think that those statements, what is written there, best improved, it really builds somebody, because I said, I am the best improved person. You find that even when you tell them there's a rise of only 1 point, it's a 0.1. They're like, yeah, that is good. So as you're saying, by the way, that feedback that they got at a certain place. So they are like, if I can prove with this, I can do it.
Yes.
So they will have a self-talk in themselves, and they will have a statement that is a driving statement for them.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yes, I can. So I can beat all the odds. If I really did this, I can do it even another platform.
Yes.
Yes. And now we can also help them as parents, or even the people around them. Let them know that going back to school, acquiring more knowledge will raise their self-esteem when they become more knowledgeable. That anytime their concern is brought out and they're able to sort it out, they feel, and everybody is like, wow, she's an expert in this. So the feedback they will get because they went back to school and got more knowledge. Two, again, even in themselves, they feel better. That now I know that I have more certificates than I had last year because I went back to school and did maybe a short course, or even I attended this class. Like that will also raise their self-esteem. Putting in mind that even that is going even to help them get a better job, because now when they bring their papers and they go for an interview with the knowledge they have acquired now, they go through. So they'll be able even to ask for a better pay. So their self-esteem goes up. They live a better life than they lived. So it is also important to let them know that they need to go back to school. Remember, the challenges and the issues that they have at hand are not so many. So they can bed something. They're still young. They have a long life to go. So they can bet some of the things and sacrifice, go back to class, pay for another course, and then, so you can imagine those who have the PhDs at 30s, their self-esteem is so high that they are like, you see, look at them and see that they are very simple. You know, even the dress they are wearing, even the hair they are wearing on their head, because I think I'm at self-actualization in terms of self-esteem, because I've gone back to class, I've acquired more knowledge, more skills, and more techniques. I am a better person. And in fact, you hear them say, up there, the air is not polluted. In terms of, we are not many. We are not many. So it brings out the confidence and the assertiveness and firmness, and which come with the self-esteem that is a bit high. And they feel good because now they become even a consultant. Someone can come, what do you think about this? And maybe the person consulting is even older than them. And they are like, I think I'm better placed somewhere. So self-esteem gets up there. So they feel nice about it. And they can be able to even go to the next level. Yes. Remember, even at this time, as they bring the relationships, the intimate relationships, and they bring out relationships even socially. They want to fit in the society, in a place where someone can admire them. And someone will admire them because of who they are. How do they dress? How do they take care of themselves? Who are they? So someone will be like, I think because I'm a package that is well packed. Yes. And this is me. And you see, at that age now, the self-esteem learning now might even divert from being parented to searching for self, because now they are adults. So they'll be able to interact with the other people in a very beautiful way. They will say yes when it's a yes, and a no when it's a no. Yes. When they're thinking that I need to get someone as a spouse, this is what I have. So this is what I'm going looking for. So if not this, then I think I can wait. There's another beautiful one who is not yet born. Because they feel complete because of the high self-esteem. You know, Jane, when we talk about Generation X, that is where people are in their 40s and 50s. And I think it's touching us, me and you. Kabisa. We want to know, how do you make your self-esteem where you are today, a bit high? So can you see, in every stage in life, we need to know that there are tasks that can help us raise our self-esteem. So let's first take who is a middle-aged person. This is the person who is parenting their own children, and mostly their children are young adults. This is the person who is parenting their parents who are older. This is the person who has tasks to in the social world. You are wewe ni mama wa kanisa. Also, when we have the udhoni and everything, your neighbor, expects that you be part of the group that is going there.
Yes,
so there's so much that is surrounding us.
Yes.
And again, you're also working, you're a career person. So there's so much that can swallow us up, because in all those, you can have negative vibes, you can have negative talks, you can have negative feedback from people on how good you're not at something. Again, what are you going through? Like us, for women, you're going through menopause at that age. For the men, they're also going through stuff, because remember, this is where they are also trying to look at, am I generating, am I investing, am I doing the best for my family? So they're also going through quite much. And as parents, because our children are old, they're young adults, they have left, we are also going through empty nesting. See how it is difficult for the middle-aged person. The person who said that life starts at 40, I think it was an ironical statement, because they had really tested what entails the 40s and 50s.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So there's so much that is going on in people's lives at that time.
You're so sandwiched by so many activities. Mm-hmm. You're kind of in a sandwiched session of your life.
Yes. So you can now see, we need to know, do we have activities that can help us raise our self-esteem? I want to be biased and start with the women. Yes, before I come to the gentlemen.
It's okay.
It's okay. This is where we start looking at our hair with silver threads. And nobody wants to get there. So I'll start with the hair, the physical us.
Yes.
So you are like, what do I do to this hair? I could have been holding a very big bun, because my hair is always beautiful and long. But now when I see the silver threads, what do I start telling myself as a woman? They can see I'm old. And I don't want to get to old age. I want to remain here. So I can dye my hair just to make sure that I feel better. I can cut it. Because if I cut it, I'll be telling myself, I think, again, remember, even when you have the menopause and you're having hot flashes and you're sweating and you're like, I cannot manage this. And now, every time I make my hair, and I was looking nice there before in the 30s, now here in 40s, when I sweat, my hair does not look as tidy and as good as. So you start struggling. So what is the best thing? Sit down and ask yourself, what is the best thing? Can I plait this hair of mine throughout? Or can I cut it short just to feel comfortable? You raise your self-esteem by doing something that makes you feel comfortable.
I don't know whether that is what happened when I cut my hair.
I don't know. You can explore yourself.
Maybe you actually I didn't have any issue. I didn't have any issue. It's just a style that I love.
So maybe a woman will be looking at herself like that. What about when she looks at her face and sees the wrinkles, and then she's wondering, seriously? This one just so that it cannot come on my head. It just came on my face that, you know, and one, just admitting that I am growing older. And when I'm growing older, I think, because I've been raising my self-esteem in the other stages, at one time I knew that I would get wrinkles. So I cannot change wrinkles. What do I do? Accept them and look at them as marks of wisdom, marks of advanced age, marks of being that strong and contented woman. Very interesting when it comes to wearing the clothes that we do wear. Something that you wore in your 30s, when you wear it today, mostly when it is a zipped skirt. And now your hip, you could be still hippie, but now it does not. The hips does not hold the skirt. I've said this again, and we are talking about parenting our elderly, parenting safe, sorry. Now, you find that now you wear a skirt, and then the zip gets to the side. Unconsciously, and someone now tells you, excuse me, Jane, please tengeneza a skirt. But you sometimes you get frustrated out of that. Maybe if you feel that way, you can change that, because you need to feel good. You can wear a full dress now, because a full dress will make you feel more comfortable. The length of the dresses that we wear, where are you comfortable? Because we don't want you to wear a dress and feel like it is making you feel so old, or your dress that you keep pulling because it's feeling a bit shorter, and you're telling yourself that, I'm in the midst of my sons and daughters who are adults. You know, because that will always come in yourself. How do I take myself as a woman? I want to be a modest woman, but I want to feel okay. I want to feel comfortable because I want to go out there where other people are and enjoy being with them. Again, we also need to remember that when you're going through menopause, this is a very natural process. Is there something you can change? If you can, do it. If there's something that you cannot change, adjust to it. Accept it. Tell yourself and remind yourself through a self-talk that because this is a natural process and God made it, I think I am okay, I can go through it. Sometimes they are extreme and sometimes some of these changes are very harsh. See a gynecologist who will help you. You know, maybe they can give you some supplements that are going to tame some of the feelings that you have. Be in connection with yourself even as you change through menopause. When there are the emotional changes in you, be aware so that you can be able to deal with the emotions that come. When you're able to deal with them, by the way, you raise your self-esteem because you'll be very calm. You'll be like, I am aware. Through this, it is making me go down. No, I need to do something differently. I can go to sincere psychologists and they will help me because I'm going through that. What about this woman who is in the village? Let me talk about her. And she doesn't even have an idea because she never even had anybody talk about the menopause. She never had anybody even to tell her how to even take care of herself. Yeah. We need to reach her. We need to give her the information and even help her realize the best package for her through menopause so that she can go in through the transition in a very smooth way. So we as the society that we are bringing forth today, we have the duty to do that to the women. As we become empty nesters, because our children are adults and they are going to college, and you're finding yourself in that big house that you built, that you had 5 children, so you had 6 bedrooms, the master bedroom and 5 other bedrooms for the children. Here we are, and now we are wondering, how this house is so empty, these rooms, and every day I have a lady friend of mine who told me that she wakes up in the morning and gets to each of the rooms, dust them, and then make them, just straighten the beds because there is nobody. And in her mind, she's like, Wameenda shule, they're coming back. So evening comes and she's like, by the way, I'm all alone in this house. And I thought, so it was really having a toll on her. So accepting that we are growing older, our children are now adults, and they can be away. It is okay. We need to even count it as a blessing that they are there and they are going to the next level. They are not stagnated. They are not remaining at one point. Because you can imagine, if they stayed in your house forever, that is not growth. Yes. So it is very, very important for that. Again, that big house, you as a woman, can you convert those rooms to something else? I know of a lady who told me that when she got to that age, she converted her house and made it to be a gallery. Because she was like, I can do something, I can paint. So because I'm not taking care of my children, that time that I had, now it is free. She made it, a painting gallery, so she had paintings on. And then the other room, she made it, she's also very good in crocheting. She made it another place that she displayed her, and she could welcome people into her house, her friends. And she was telling me, I take advantage. At least I have people coming to my house. Now it is not empty anymore. And then they come and see what I do. Yeah. And I sometimes got money from this. Yes. So can you see? Yes. They have utilized their time, their space, and they have generated relationships and money. So she was telling me, I saw her looking so beautiful in her 50s, and I was asking her, where is this joy coming from? And she was telling me, I have known the secret. My house is no longer an empty shell. In fact, I really long for weekends because I know people will come in. Even if it's only 1 or 2 people who come to see what I'm doing, but I see what she's doing with her time as an empty nester. She's not just seated watching the television alone. She sits to crochet. She goes to, she paints, and even she does some cookery so that when her friends come to see her items, they have something that they can eat. So she's a very busy person. Wow. Yes, so we can do that. Another person can use their time as a lady. I think I have passion for orphans. I have a passion for widows or even widowers. Well, how can I interact with them? I can be going to the children's home. I can be going to, just reaching out in their homes, just going and having a time with them. So you use your time appropriately. And now when you're feeling good, you're feeling, wow, your self-esteem goes up. Yes. So that is the woman. Now look at the man. This man is in a place where family must be, I have educated my children. Yes. I built a home for my family. Yes. I bought the big car that I wanted. I have built a small flat, so I know I have something for old age and for retirement. Yes. So they are like where I am today. Yes. This I'm growing older. I can also look at my head and see the silver threads. Yes. And that one, when you start, for some, not all, some men they feel not comfortable. So what can you do with that hair on your head? Can you change it? If not, then it remain like that. That is where you find that men have all the options. Some will go to and have the hair colored. Others will go and they will shave it clean, depending on an individual. Because we need to do something that I am comfortable about, something I feel is adding value to me, something that is bringing in calmness. Because when I am calm, my self-esteem will be high, and I'll be able to speak soberly. What about the projects that I've done? I need to ask myself, according to me, not to the society, not according to the society, according to me, what are my priorities? What is this that I call an investment? Is it about the land? Is it about the children that I have taken to good schools? Or what is it about? Is it building my wife to where she wants to be? It is still an investment for me. So that man should now be able to always remember that I need to be in connection with myself and take stock of what I have done. And what I have done, count it as a blessing, count it as something that is an achievement, and I will even do more. Because once I'm motivated by what I have done, I will do more. And when I do more, I'll be standing and saying, this is exactly who I am, this is what I have, and your esteem is high as a man. Yes, yes.
And then that's also sometimes it gets to self-actualization.
Yes.
This is what I want. This is what I've gotten. And this is where I want to be.
Yes, yes, yes.
I keep, actualizing myself as I go along. Yes.
You can imagine now this is all happening in the self-talk. So, and remember we said at one point when you become adults now, it is not people bringing in the way that my self-esteem will be. It is about what and who I am. And
my choice. Yes, it is a choice.
It is a choice. Yeah. Yes. And now what about, how do men how do they use their time at this middle age? Because they are also feeling the emptiness. When I go back to the house, it's only my wife. And by the way, she has her friends in. So I'll be in a space alone in my library. So they also need to identify, what do I love doing for leisure? They also need to do that. So if someone loves playing golf, let them get into a golf club and play golf. And this other person who could be, I cannot do that. What do I love reading? So I can make a small library in my house. So I can have a collection of books and read them. Again, remember, these people are people who have now grown in career. Can I be a mentor? And this is now for both men and women. Can I be a mentor? Can I pick people? Can I pick a group and mentor them? Can I get an opportunity somewhere where I can do I would call it a side hustle. And even if it's not even about mentoring, can I be able to pass information that I'm rich in, to a certain group of people? Maybe they pay me, or I can be doing it for free. Through the experience that I have and through the knowledge, I can teach better. You might not even have been a teacher all the years, but now where you are, because as you're saying, I'm at self-actualization, am I doing something productive maybe to give back to my society? So I will be, this man will be occupying his time that he used for the family or even for the project, and now he'll be fulfilled. Let the men look at themselves with, I think I had the physical, because they will always look at that, the masculinity in me, the strong person. Are there things that I cannot do today? If I cannot, let me accept I'm getting older, but I can hire someone. You know, when people are getting, they're in that age, the 40s and 50s, at least they have something in their pocket. So they'll be able to see, I can employ someone to do this. Maybe they washed their own car, but now they cannot. Let them get someone to wash it for them. If they were doing the work they were doing, if it was very technical, someone else can do it and they pay. So, but they'll be there. They'll be just administering and seeing that it is done. So with that, someone's esteem will remain very constant in that age. They will not be feeling like things are not working out because they're able to connect so well with the age that they are in and the reality of it. Wow. Yes.
Hey! We're at now the adults.
Yes.
Let's go on.
I want to come to an age that we all look at as that is full of wisdom, that is full of experience, the old age. These are people who are now retired. They are at home. And even those who are in the village, they are not working as much as they worked. And life at that time is not very active. But remember, they also need to remain very consistent. They also need to remain that I know myself. I still value myself. So these are people now, at times they can take care of themselves, and at times they can be taken care of but they can be taken care of by others.
Yes.
But we need to remember that even as we take care of them, we need to know what is this that they want. What are their needs? What are their, because they are still, they are adults.
Yes.
It's only now that they are old. They are older than us. So we need to know that once a person gets older, they are looking at the past. They are looking at themselves from childhood. They have a story to tell. They are talking about their achievements. They're feeling like this is what I have achieved. And if they have not achieved quite much as they tell themselves, they could be looking at, I think life is not one. So we want to edit, I'll call it editing, edit that statement that is in them that they have not done much. Because all those years, they have done their best. So at this time, we need to encourage them. We need to keep reminding them that being where you are today is the best thing that God can give you. Because if you have passed through life with all the challenges and everything that was happening, and you're there, then it's a plus. And this old person being still alive, we still have them with us. So when we want consultation, remember now they are older, but remember they are a source of knowledge, a source of experience. And they will give you very concrete solutions to the problems that you have. They'll give you statements that when you go and practice them, you are like, by the way, that is exactly what I wanted. So we need to keep reminding them of the good things that we get from them. When I come to you, you give me knowledge that I carry with me that is very rich.
Yes.
The experiences that you told me about your life. And we know when I went to mine and I felt those experiences, they encouraged me. By the way, I'm really appreciating. So we bring out a statement that is positive to them, just to keep reminding them how important they are in life. And even now for them, they can even now be consultants. Yes, I am here to answer all the questions that are there. And in fact, Jane, they will never miss an answer for anything that you ask them. Through maybe the knowledge and the experience that they have had. So we need to remind them that they are very important. Now, they are living in a home that is very empty because they are our parents being new. So we occasionally go there. We don't go there every day. Some of them are living with us. And some of them are living maybe even in the villages. They are not living in the urban areas. So we need to always remember that these people are very important in our society because were it not for them, we would not be where we are. Can we remind them? And once we remind them, by the way, they feel better about themselves. They're able to count their achievements. They are like, by the way, you mean I'm the one with A? I think kudos to me. Yes. So they raise their self-esteem from the feedback that we give them, from the self-talk that they have. have with them. Some of them here, mostly women, I cannot wear a skirt. If they cannot, get them a dress and then say, I don't want something with a low neck. So get them the appropriate thing that will make their self-esteem go up. What do they want with their hair? Because now it is silver threads.
Yes.
What do they want to eat? So it is important to let them know that we appreciate them so that they can also appreciate themselves. Remind them. Sometimes, when they sit and they carry guilt because they are like, I cannot do what I used to do for myself. I cannot do what I used to do for my children. Even when we go for Christmas, they are like, you people, you are the poor cooking and the way I used to cook for you. Sometimes inside themselves, they carry the guilt. Your father is like, I am the one who got the mbuzi we ate for Christmas, but today I cannot even buy it. Can you see? Remind them, now it is your time to sit and relax.
Yes.
And let me serve you. I can even wash your feet because of where you're coming from. And remind them of the things that they did for themselves when they are younger to raise their self-esteem. The kind of a suit they wore. Remind them.
Yes.
Yes. The other thing we need to do so that they can raise their self-esteem, giving them the platform to talk about their achievements and give their story. Listen to them. In fact, with that now they'll be able to, by the way, I have a story I can give.
Yes.
And they'll be like, oh, so in fact, it is not only about things that did not work out. There's so many things that worked out in my life. So I achieved something. They'll be able to pat themselves on the back and they'll be like, I think I'm motivated to even explore more, get much more information from my memory and tell these people. Let them be models for our children. Let them pass the skill they have in life to our children, the younger generation. So that now, maybe when our children go home, let the grandparents tell them, this is how things are done. Can we do it practically with you people? So they'll be having time to relax, time to do what they love doing, interact and socialize with their grandchildren, and they'll be like, wow, I'm blessed. I have all this. Yeah, I remember one time I talked to my dad and he was like, you are forgetting I'm a great grandfather. Can you see? He reminded me and he was like, do you know how it feels? Yes, that was raising their self-esteem.
Yes.
So it is our duty as people who are younger than them to always keep reminding them. Yes. Again, we also need to take care of them. When was the last time you went to the barber shop? Ask them that. And then, let me get into my car, I take you. So when they go there and have a haircut and they are looking at themselves in the mirror and they are like, by the way, I look better than I was. So you're helping them raise their self-esteem. So anytime you do something nice for them, they'll be remembering and now they'll be raising their self-esteem. But remember where they're coming from? It has been progressive.
Yes.
So as even in older age and as they count their blessings, as they count the things that they have achieved in life, as they talk about, the stories that they give always, you find that their self-esteem will be okay. Yes.
You are reminding me of, my mom is 93 years. And we usually, every year, we celebrate her birthday. And now when we are celebrating her birthday, all the grandchildren, the great and the great, I don't know what they're called. They all come. Some will come with sweaters. Some will come with cakes. Some will say, this is what I'm going to do.
Yes.
And then that day, even she's done makeup so that she looks, and she looks nice and she feels so good.
Yes.
They bring her things to do. And I remember the last one that we did. And it was a celebration just to honor her and to bless her. And she was brought clothes by great grandchildren, daughters, great grandchildren, daughters. And then when she was being told, Shusho, change, put this one.
Yes.
And then you could see and she was being done makeup in a bedroom. And she was laughing and laughing. And because her hair is all white,
yes.
Then she was like, then the two grandchildren would say, and we love your hair. I want it to be like that. So those words, validating, and she loved that day. Then they put some earrings that are dangling, and you could see her. She was so happy. Matching bag with her shoes, with her earrings. And I'm telling you, that day built her. And she keep on talking about her children, the way she prays for them, and all that. And that's what I hear you say. As we come to close, I would like to request you to look into that camera and just tell us, in brief, what would you like us to take away from this session? Yes.
Oh, viewers, maybe what we need to know about self-esteem is this, that self-esteem is progressive. So you start from childhood, you go to even old age. You can hear that as we talked, we went on with all the stages. Again, with self-esteem, most of the times it's a self-talk, because I want to value myself. I want to feel good about myself. So even if there are other voices that are coming from elsewhere, just make sure that you sit and ask yourself, do I need this? That is why I always say that at one point, you can drop something, you can adjust to something, or you can even pet it for some times and then pick it from somewhere else. So self-esteem, you are in control, and you are the one who is going to make your self-esteem. So even those statements, those modeled actions in your life, just choose what works best for you. Let us help one another to build the self-esteem. That is something, like you have heard even with the last stage, that there's a lot of modeling, there's a lot of feedback, there's a lot of even letting people give their own story, even with the children. So it is doable. We can change the world by making sure that the people's self-esteem is high, and when it is high, they're more productive. Thank you.